Hi, everybody, welcome back. Another day, another interesting video. Now, I know that a lot of us decided to decenter men to focus on ourselves, and today I found out that a lot of men have also started decentering women. Okay, they've decided to stay single, they've decided to mind their business. Okay, and this woman had a question for them.
Here's some crazy research for you. So a third of men, 33%, a little over a third of men between the ages of 18 and 29 are not only single, but they're not actively looking for a partner. The same study said that by the year 2030, that 45% of women between the ages of 20 and 45 will be single. So I've got a question for the men, because I see it all the time in my comments. Most of my comments are filled with guys saying we're done. We're not looking. We like our peace. I need some more talk from you guys. Tell me why you're done. Tell me why you don't want to have a partner in life. Tell me why it's more worth it to be single than to have a partner. Even if you weren't to remarry, just to have a partner. I mean, I've talked to a lot of men. I've got my answers, but I want to hear it in the comments. So please, drop it in the comments.
And my God, the responses. Baby, I don't want to bore you, but let's get into the video.
Tell me why it's more worth it to be single than to have a partner.
I wouldn't say that I'm done, but I can wholeheartedly say the content I chose to consume over the last couple of years around dating and relationships, spouted by men online.
It's a woman's nature to never be satisfied.
Women can't love you, bro.
She's always going to be looking at you saying, is this the best I can do?
Hasn't exactly motivated me and inspired me to want to get myself out there.
The woman does not care if you're unhappy in the relationship.
There is no such thing as a good girl.
I developed trust issues.
As long as she gets what she wants out of the relationship, your feelings are inconsequential to her.
Became more skeptical of women.
Only difference between a good girl and a bad girl is that the good girls ain't been caught yet.
Which didn't come from my experiences with women, it came from consuming content like this.
You are delusional if you think that your girlfriend doesn't have a backup guy or multiple backup guys.
The entire rhetoric around pursuing, dating, relationships, or even marriage is entirely negative and cynical.
The reason why women initiate divorce breakups on an overwhelming level is because they think the grass is always greener on the other side.
The narrative that's painted is that women are incapable of taking responsibility for their actions.
If a man cheats, he's a piece of shit. If a woman cheats, a man's a piece of shit because he failed to meet her needs.
And don't take any accountability for their behavior either.
Him, he can't control himself and he's an animal. A woman, she's on a journey of self-discovery and she had to find the truth of what's in her heart.
Maybe I innocently searched up something about women or dating, and it wasn't long before I was sucked down the rabbit hole.
You are responsible for her happiness, not her, because they are not accountable.
That even if you believe in yourself to be a good man and wish to do good in the world, because it makes you feel good,
Women are going to betray you.
that doesn't fucking matter.
It's a fact of life.
No matter what transpires, it's always your fault as a man.
Something goes wrong in the relationship, it's your fault. Whether or not you can control it or not, you still have to take responsibility.
Even though you did everything you could do to prevent it, it's your fault. Even though you've been the best husband in the world, even though you've been every checklist that she had on that checklist board, even though you Superman, it's still your fault. Damn. That's female nature for you. And they can still stay the same because it's your fault. They can never take accountability for their actions.
That women don't care about who you are as a man, they only care about what you provide them.
All women are fucking gold diggers.
Which is just money and resources.
Some are just better at hiding the fucking shovel.
All you end up doing is keeping women that you're romantically involved with at a safe distance.
Women will only like you for what you can provide for them.
If you have your doubts about being able to offer women anything, you become less inclined to want to pursue it and give it a try.
They will only see like how much water can they take from your well. And if that well dries up, they're gonna leave.
And I will admit, it's very easy to have tunnel vision and have your blinders on.
She's not your girl, it's just your turn.
If you're continuously hearing the same message over and over again.
No woman on this planet wants to settle for a man that they feel like they could do better.
Which is why it's been incredibly beneficial for me to hear the perspective from other people outside of this male space. The stuff I've learned from women's perspective has been eye-opening and beneficial. But even the viewpoints from the men outside of this space that have showcased to me the types of characteristics of the type of man I wish to aspire to be.
And unfortunately, a lot of these women feel like you are not their best option.
I'd rather not be an option at all.
That's why there's women that will not feel bad that they leave you and cheat on you.
Then experience the heartbreak that I will inevitably experience, according to this rhetoric, which has just led me to emotionally shut down and disassociate.
Because at the end of the day, you just aren't her best option.
In hindsight, I wouldn't say that I'm done, because to be honest, I really haven't given it a fair crack.
Never had that kind of relationship in the world where you're always afraid to take the first step, because all you see is every negative thing 10 miles down the road.
And this doesn't just play out in my romantic relationships, it leaks out into other areas of my life too.
Why are so many guys single today?
I struggle with all the pressure and hitting the mark.
Because they suck.
Struggling to meet this apparent expectation to become above average.
Dude, the average guy is shit.
I have to strive to become the best version of myself, just for a chance or an opportunity to be considered as an option for a woman who by this rhetoric is just going to use me anyway.
Women can't love you.
This video is just to paint a picture, to show how I ended up thinking the way I did, how I'm trying to head in a better direction. And I don't want to have a negative view on women, because it's not fair to them. None of it makes me feel good. I don't want to be single for the rest of my life, but I don't necessarily have a plan of action. Maybe it just starts with this video as some sort of acknowledgement. I dug myself into this hole and that's my fault, and it's 100% my responsibility to climb and find my way out of it.
In life.
It's porn. The answer is porn. The reason why so many guys would rather be single and don't even try to look for women anymore and like, oh, dating is dead, is because of porn. Now, I saw some people saying like, oh, the dating market is messed up and, you know, it's really hard for men and girls have a lot of expectations. And I'm not saying there isn't any validity in that. But the number one reason is because guys don't have to go out there to satisfy their urges, to satisfy that part of them that wants a woman. So here's the thing, right? Getting a girlfriend is hard enough, right? You have to go out, put in effort, take them on dates, talk to girls, face rejection, all that stuff. But getting a hot girlfriend who maybe is a good person is even harder, right? You're gonna have to be exceptional in some way if you want an exceptionally attractive woman. So here's what happens, okay? 99% of men, like 99% watch these explicit videos. And these girls in these videos are very attractive. So when you're having virtual intercourse with these girls, you start thinking that those are the type of girls you need to go for in real life. Whether you're lazy, fat, broke, unimproved, whatever, every single guy now thinks that, oh, I need to date at least a 7 out of 10. So not only are men's standards way too high from the videos that they watch, but you guys gotta understand, people would fight wars over women. Like, people would literally lose an arm or a leg for the chance to start a family and reproduce. Like, that's how we're biologically wired. Do you know what would happen if porn was banned, like, right now at this very moment? Like, let's just say, snap, it doesn't even exist anymore. The single rates would go back to what they were before porn existed. That's what would happen. Every guy who's going, oh yeah, I don't even need a girlfriend, I'm happy on my own, because they're watching porn every day, would suddenly realize within 3 days, oh man, now I don't have these hot girls online to satisfy my urges. Now I have to actually go out and talk to women. And the crazy part is that there is way more problems that porn causes than just this, but this is just like one of the problems that we see nowadays because of it.
I think we're just tired, to be honest. Somebody, especially myself, that's in their 30s, I feel like it's just a lot harder to find just loyalty and respect. We live in an age of like dating apps and social media and like all these options where you can just swipe, DM whoever you want. And my personal issue is being treated as an option. And actually for me, I do want a relationship. I want to get married. I want to have kids. I'm ready. But dating is hard when I know I'm just an option and you have other guys lined up and I don't want to chase you. I don't want to fight for you. Like, I'm down to put in all the effort for you if you're down to do it for me as well. And I believe most guys are done dating just because they keep getting let down at the end of the day. And, you know, you go through all this work and it's draining and it's like, you don't want to try anymore.
This is actually the perfect time because I'm just leaving the gym. So basically this woman is asking why men are choosing to be single instead of being in a relationship. Now, I can't speak for all men, but I'm pretty sure we're thinking the same thing. Number one, I think the women nowadays, they want the benefits of a relationship while still doing what they want and single things, which honestly is pretty selfish in my opinion, and that's not a part of being in a partnership. If you're in a partnership, you do have to take into consideration what the other person wants, and it just seems like a lot of women nowadays don't want to do that. I think the second reason has to do with the investment of our time, energy, and money just to end up with nothing in the end. When a man goes into a relationship, he wants to stay with that girl, he puts his money, time, and energy into it, hoping that it will last. But women nowadays, it just seems like if you're unhappy, you're gone. There's no stability. There's no stability at all. There's no toughing out. It's kind of like, oh, if I'm not happy, I'm gone. So why would I start something again and again and again just to get taught the same lesson every time? And honestly, I'm sure there's a lot more reasons, but I think the main thing is feminism. And just to be quite frank, most guys don't care, and we don't want to hear that you're independent and you don't need us and all those type of things. Because at the end of the day, you don't need a cookie for taking care of yourself. That's something we're supposed to do. Congratulations. Like, us men been doing that for I don't know how long. We're already expected to do that. So when you come rub in our face that you don't need us and you can do it yourself, it's kind of like, all right, fuck you, do it yourself.
So I eventually want that old happy relationship, married life, kids, the whole 9 yards. Sorry, I just woke up. But the dating scene now, currently as it stands, I'm very happy with just staying single. And the reason that is, like this creator was asking, is just because the energy is not reciprocated. A lot of people are asking for the princess treatment, but heaven forbid that we ask for prince treatment, because that just doesn't exist, right? Because we just aren't worthy of anything, apparently. I don't know. A lot of the times our hobbies are not even validated anymore as well. Where, you know, if we like video games, oh, that's such a childish thing to like. You need to grow out of it and grow up and be a man. Liking sports is childish. Liking Star Wars is childish. And all these different hobbies that we men have are deemed childish and we need to grow up and grow out of. Because at the end of the day, for me to actually want to be in a relationship, I'm going to need a teammate in all aspects of life. What does being a teammate mean in a relationship? That it's literally being a teammate. I mean, you're happy to be a part of that team. You claim that is your boyfriend. You're proud of that being your boyfriend, and you're like excited, and you are still chasing after your boyfriend. Like it's known and it's a common aspect that the guy always chases the girl, but that energy is not reciprocated ever. And my favorite fact is that all the strongest relationships that I see, celebrity or just friends or whatever, is when both are being chased by the other, when both are teammates to one another, when both reciprocate each other's energy. And the way that the dating scene is right now, that's not there. It's not even being offered. And until it's going to be offered, that the energy is going to be reciprocated, I'm going to stay single. And until that moment, I will just be happy watching Avatar by myself, okay? Watching Star Wars, watching Lord of the Rings, going hiking, going camping, going to sporting events. I'm totally okay with doing that by myself. Because until that energy is reciprocated, I'm good. Thanks.
Allow me to step in and answer that. A lot of guys are just checking out because they're figuring out and finding out that a lot of women cheat. A lot, more than men ever dreamed. Women cheat. And not only that, when things aren't going perfect, the stats are very clear. Most of the time, women pack up and just want to leave. And have you ever been to court for a divorce? I have 3 times. It's not pretty for men. You don't want to go to divorce court if you're a man. If you're a woman, you absolutely can't wait to go, because all the rules are on your side. Men, no rules on our side. We get taken to the cleaners. So let's see. You can get married. In all likelihood, your wife's going to cheat. In all likelihood, your wife is going to leave you instead of you leaving her. And in all likelihood, half your retirement, alimony, everything you've earned, everything you've gotten is going to be taken from you. So what's the incentive for guys to get married? I don't know anymore. I don't know what the incentive is. And that's why many guys are choosing, I think I'll pass. That's your answer.
Most men gave up because most men today aren't men anymore. Everyone's all consumed about social media, and you got a million different fucking opinions going on about how to be a man, how to do this, and how to do that. You know what everyone's lacking in the dating world? Everyone's lacking the inner work. No one wants to fucking take accountability and put the work in themselves. Everyone's disconnected from God, the universe, their higher power. What I just said, that's the main issue. Everyone's connected into this artificial world. No one's connected to source anymore. Everyone's playing the blame game. Oh, women do this and men do that. It's everyone's fucking fault. It's your fault. Dating has been easier than it has ever been in my entire life. You wanna know why? Because I did the fucking work. I became the man I always wanted to become. And I'm still raising who I am as a man. My standards, my value, every fucking day. I'm not attached to any outcome with anything or anyone. I understand that every experience is a learning experience, and I'm truly grateful for it. Whether it be one day, one night, a one-night stand, a week or 2 weeks, or a month or 2 month fling. You see, I date with intention. I'm not dating to get in anyone's pants. Does it happen time from time? Absolutely. But it's not my intention to get into someone's pants or this and that. My intention in every encounter is to impact, to be impactful to the person. So regardless if we make it or not, or you're my person or whatever, how can I impact that person? I've become so grounded in my masculinity. How can I impact these women? And I'm here to tell you I've impacted every single woman I've dated this year. And I've dated in every state that I've traveled to, and I travel full time. Another issue. Why the fuck is everyone on social media worried about dating? Do y'all got nothing better to fucking do than just women and men and dating relationships? That's the thing. You're fucking chasing it. You're worried about it. You want it too bad. That's why you can't have it. Most Americans can't even fucking afford their bills, can't afford to go out to eat, can't afford this, can't afford that, and everyone's wanting a fucking relationship. Maybe the problem is you. Like I said earlier, you haven't done the work here. That is the root problem in everyone. If there's something that you're not getting in your life, it's no one's fault but yours. We're all just mere reflections of each other. What you attract, you attract what you are. So maybe everyone should take a break from dating if they're having so many problems. Maybe people should be more accountable for themselves and realize the reason why they're attracting these people has something to do with you. See, I noticed something in my dating this year. I've dated lots of women, and I noticed patterns. I noticed I kept dating women with children that were getting divorced. They were all in the same, almost in the same exact process of each woman I've dated. They all either didn't want more kids or couldn't have more kids. I want children more than anything. So I'm like, okay, you know, I can't get anything from these women, so this can't be long term. At least I'm impacting them. But also, what am I learning? Why am I attracting these people? You see how I took the accountability and I realized it wasn't anyone else, it was me that was attracting these type of women. But it wasn't a negative encounter, it was very positive, and I learned from it. So then what I learned to do was be even more intentional. It's like, okay, I've had my fun, I've seen what's out there in the market, I see what kind of women, you know, I know what I like and what I don't like. And so I honed in on my intentions. And just like that, I started attracting even better women. Not that the women before they were great. Every woman I've dated this year has been fantastic, been a beautiful soul. It just wasn't meant to be. I taught them lessons, I helped empower them. I learned from them as well. I learned a lot by the reflection that I saw in the mirror when I hung out with these women. Also, dating all these women prepared me for the one. Now that I've honed in my intentions, it's like the dates after, once I got more specific, the women started getting closer and closer to what I was looking for. Now, I'm going on a second date here this Saturday with a woman that literally hits all the boxes. That checks everything. Never been married. Never had any children. The most beautiful of them all. And she's looking for everything that I am. You see how this works, people? Everyone's looking at it all wrong. For one, you need to get off this fucking social media shit and just go work on yourself, because having a million different fucking views from all kinds of different people that haven't done the work on themselves are just giving you the wrong information. And it's fucking with you. You should always work harder on yourself than anything else, more than your career, your job, your relationships, everything. Because what you are in here, what you feel in here, you're going to perceive that into your reality. The way you feel here is the way you're going to see life, reality. So stop listening to all this dumbass shit. Don't even follow me. I'm not doing this. I'm just tired of seeing all the dating advice and dating issues and dating this and dating that. And, you know, the other night, I'm not gonna lie, I sat down and I said, you know what? I'm going to research the market. We're going to see what's going on, because I've had nothing but success. Yeah, I haven't. I might have found the one. We'll know soon. But I haven't had any problems. All people talk about is, oh my God, dating. Oh my God. You do know if you water shit, then you're going to grow more shit. But if you water a garden, your garden will grow. You need to be cautious as to what you are watering. Anyways, this rant has gone on way too long, but I've been needing to vent because it seems that none of y'all know on this app. And I mean that in the most respectful way. I really do. I'm not trying to be rude, but man, the main thing I tell you, and I'll leave it at this: work harder on yourself. Get connected to source, God, whatever you believe in. Stop chasing and become the person that is meant to have the person that you want. Because the reason why you don't have that person is because you have not become the person that deserves that person. You must embody that person. Much love.
The first guy, oh my God, I kind of like understand everything that he's saying, because at the rate at which the Red Pill podcast bros are dismantling this dating scene, it's like they are ruining everything for everybody, and I get it, okay? And the fact that he's honest with himself and he's able to not put blame on women or anything like that, but just reflect on exactly what is causing the problem. I just like chef's kiss. I love it, okay? The second guy was talking about corn, right? He's talking about, yeah, which also makes a lot of sense, right? And the rest of them, the divorce, the guy who said he was been married for 3 times and all of that. There's a lot going on. Some of them want respect. Some of them want us to reciprocate, you know, whatever effort they put into the relationship, and most of them feel like we are just swiping because we don't want stability, and they want stability, because the moment something little happens, we are checking out of the relationship, okay? And the guy who was talking about it was time for us to heal. I couldn't agree with him even more. Like I said in the other video, why women are choosing to be single, I'll still stand by. I feel like this is the right time for everybody to just woosa, Like, take a chill pill, like sit down, do the inner work, you know, do some healing, reflect on all your past relationships. You can become a better partner for your next relationship. Is a very good time to do all of that. But the rest of them who are talking like just blaming women some more, baby, you're also doing the same thing. Okay, so that bit, I'm not, you know, I ain't got time for that. Okay, none of my business. But girls, let me know about what you think about all of this in the comment section. If you're interested in part 2, comment part 2, and I'm going to do do the part 2 and post it. Okay, so thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you think about all of this in the comment section, and I'll see you tomorrow with another video. Take care of yourselves. Bye.